Hello, everyone. Welcome to Harv's World and Elmcreek and way too much grass. We have got so much freaking grass, it's not even funny. Jonathan, Peter, Eric, Matthew, Albert, Kevin, Gareth Sullivan, Kevin, Stephen Murray. Yeah, a little bit of a slow start today, but not too bad. Chat is actually catch upable for me for a change, and that makes a big difference sometimes. I am here with Caveman right now. Sharko is off doing something. Real life always comes first. I'm sure you know. But he will be joining us here in about 30 minutes or so. He's just not here at the moment. And man, I hope you guys like grass work because we're doing a ton of it today. Tons and tons of grass, hundreds of bales. Literally, I think we're going to have hundreds of bales today. It's going to be ugly. We're going to try to crash the server. David Smith, how you doing, Mr. Swede? Philip Dant, also known as Skip Shifter. You're right, Skip. I did not realize. Didn't realize that was you when you were posting comments the other day. What else we got going on? Yeah, you need to fix that, Jonathan. Flood it up, man. I think we're doing well. Caveman, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
Excellent. Yeah, Sharko never really tells us what he's doing. He's very secretive. I think he might actually be a secret agent somewhere. Don't quote me on that. But you know, it's like, did you ever see the movie Confessions of a Dangerous Mind? Chuck Barris was the host of a bunch of game shows, or the creator of a bunch of game shows back in like the 70s. But supposedly, he has a secret identity as a CIA operative. But he was also a comedian, so nobody really took him seriously. Want to give a quick shout out to Sparky, who's not going to be able to join us today. He's having a few health issues. So keep him in your thoughts and prayers, guys. Sparky's usually with us, and he's the one with the perpetual slew of witty comments directed at our beloved Sharko. But yeah, here's hoping that he's doing okay. Paul Tunks, how you doing? Interesting that you can bale fresh, undried grass. Usually this would make flammable bales, wouldn't it? Well, if grass is wet, I don't think it's going to burn. Hay would burn like crazy. If these were hay bales, yeah, you'd have to worry about flammability. But I don't think you do on fresh grass. Have you heard of flammable grass bales, Caveman?
Well, I mean, technically they are flammable. You just got to get them hot.
Well, yeah, but very hot to, drain the moisture out of them. Boil the moisture off of them before they, before they'll burn, right?
Yeah, you still generally wait. You generally don't bale this quick in real life, though. But
What's the concern? What am I missing in this equation? Because obviously I don't have all the information.
I don't either.
Well, wet grass creates heat. Interesting. So we're talking about spontaneous combustion here. But, okay, then I guess my question would be, when they chop corn for silage, I mean, that corn is wet. They put it right in the bunker immediately and compact it. I would expect to have the same result. Call me crazy. And God knows many people have.
Gotta be wet to ferment.
See, and since we're making silage out of this, now there's another thing to keep in mind here also. You know, we are compressing and compacting this and then wrapping it so it doesn't have any air getting to it. So I don't think we have to worry about combustion. Oh, good to hear that, Paul. I mean, not good to hear that you had knee surgery, but it sounds like it went very well and you're doing okay. So, outstanding. Happy to hear that, man. Yeah, almost anything will burn if you can get it hot enough. That's a fair point. Like my biscuits. My biscuits are burning. That's right, Kevin. You don't know the half of it. As my old man used to say, nuttier than a fruitcake. He's one to talk.
Yeah.
So what's going on out in the world today with you guys? Anything? Somebody tell me something good. I need something positive and uplifting today. It's been a challenging week so far. I could use some positivity headed my way. Hey Chris, how you doing, man? Yeah, I could see that, Steven. Trucks of hay just going up in flames. I used to go to high school with a guy named Jeff Quisenberry. Different colors of grass. What? I don't think I quite understand the question. Chris had surgery today too. Paul had surgery on his knee. Chris had surgery. I hope you're doing okay, bud. Hope it wasn't anything too well. You're already watching streams, so it must have gone fairly well, and I hope it continues to go that way. You're looking at what you can get off the wish list for your local animal control. I think that requires a little more explanation.
Yeah.
Oh, eye surgery. Okay. Well, that's pretty serious.
You had surgery on your eyes and you're already watching stream?
It's kind of an optical illusion, David. What you're seeing out there in the far distance, if I got close to it, it would be the exact same grass color. Paul, congratulations. Paul got engaged. Now there's the positivity I was talking about. Paul got engaged. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Good for you. You managed to sucker a girl and, convince a girl that you were worth it. Hey, Snow Bunny, just leaving work. Yeah, I only get home from work about 45 minutes before the Wednesday streams. So I feel what you're laying down there. And yeah, I'm going to run the edge of this road to get it out of the way. Even though it's not in line.
Okay.
See, there's your answer, Caveman. Chris has one eye closed. His surgery went very well, so...
Okay.
Yeah,
So he's only on one eye. I take it. Or did you just get lucky and be one of those, like, 5% of people that don't need to keep their eyes covered for, like, 48 hours or something?
Reminds me of an old comedian named Haywood Banks who used to sing comedy songs, and one of them was about a cyclops. And the song was called "The One I Love." Chew toy, yeah, that makes sense. Anyone know if Xbox is getting any more new maps? They will, Paul. It's just going to take time. Maps are one of the hardest things that modders do. There's a lot going on when you're trying to make a map, and so it's just going to take some time, but there will be dozens, if not hundreds, of maps by the end of this year.
Oh yeah, there'll be a few maps by the end of the year. No doubt.
Hello?
That's interesting, David. I did not notice that. Sharko.
Hey, Sharko.
Hello?
It could be, I'll tell you what it could be. So, grass has, and maybe I missed a patch the last time I mowed this. Wait, no, this is the first mow job on this. I don't know. But grass has two different growth stages in FS22. You actually get more grass if you let it grow until the second harvest stage. And the second harvest stage is lighter than the first. The grass actually starts to brown up a little bit. So maybe there was a patch that had reached the second growth stage. I don't know. You coming in, Sharko?
Yep, just joining right now.
Ready. Go ahead and grab your tractor and hook her up to the bale loader, and
Will do.
And
over here at Harv's farm.
we'll be stacking bales in that area that I just mowed. I'm gonna have to start sacrificing some of that space just because. Oh crap!
Why is my tractor on all my bales?
Your tractor's on your bales.
No idea.
Is that like a monkey in a football?
I guess.
The bale trailer's already over at Harv's farm, so.
Okay.
But yeah, wait a minute. Did I really do what I think I just did? Yes, I did. I am just making a royal mess out of this.
What did you do?
I hit the wrong button and picked up the front mower and mowed with the back mower, so now I've got to go back over and mow the front section again.
Ew.
That's always fun.
I think more than likely it's the lighting. I think the lighting is a little bit weird. I don't know. But yes, Sharko, all of your bales are taken care of.
I saw that. Thank you.
But your fields still need to be rolled.
I think it's because they've been already fertilized.
Did you come in and
The
roll
map
them?
does at least. No, but they're on the second fertilized state.
Did you roll them, caveman?
I don't remember.
Because we both logged off at the same time. So you would have had to come back in and do it later.
I didn't come back in and do it.
I didn't either. That's weird. Mr. Swede, we actually started digging around in some of Streamlabs settings, and nobody said anything about quality, so it seems like it hasn't really affected the quality much, which is a bloody good thing, obviously. Literally just a few tweaks in the settings, and it made a world of difference. knock on wood, so far so good. I had turned down the settings initially back in the day because I knew my connection wasn't nearly as good as it was when I lived in Indiana. But apparently it wasn't quite enough and it caught up with me at some point. It's all good now though. Again, knock on wood, but everything seems like it is where it needs to be at this point. The Gamin Dino. Grass does look good in FS22. And actually, I would argue that grass is just about the best money in Farm Sim 22 these days. It's at the bare minimum the most consistent money.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really the only way you can do any sort of effective crop rotation if you're playing seasons. I mean, literally. Because I personally think the crop calendar on seasons for FS22 is kind of broken.
It's definitely broken.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Cornish Sean, welcome to the stream. Bruce. There's Bruce. How's it going, Bruce? I was just thinking about you the other day. Oh, wait. Because you may have a farm in Hope Baylor on these days. And a sugar factory.
Ooh, sugar factory.
Sugar factory. He hired Harv to run his farm. E-I-E-I-O. Hey, look at that. I mean, he's one of the Grateful Reds, so he had a character coming. I promised characters to anybody who got to the, or anybody who were homesteaders. I'm trying to work my way through. You know, you can't have that many characters at any given time, so.
Yeah, that's true.
I know I did testing, and on average, wool pays 3 times better with factories. Like 3 times the amount of just selling it.
Very nice.
So I was curious about my sheep and all that, so I looked into it. I say on average because obviously prices can fluctuate and all that, so.
I'd heard you were curious about your sheep.
Yeah, they pay about 3 times the amount. So if a bale sells for like 2,000, or not a bale, but a crate.
Pallet.
Yeah, pallet sells for 2,000. You'll get like 6,000 if you sell
Nice.
it worth of wool or clothes.
I see, Cameron. Okay, Cameron. Cameron has apparently started his own gaming channel with dinosaurs. Hey, Tiffany Mullins, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us. I hope you like grass. And yes, I mean the kind you mow. Because we're doing a lot of grass today. I'm actually...
To be fair, when aren't we doing grass?
Well, that's kind of true these days. Next year, I feel like this is going to push us over the edge. I feel like we're on the verge
I have a plan.
of breaking out. And I think this grass is going to get us there. We get a
I
good
also looked into.
we get a good silage price. We're all going to be rolling in dough for the 5 minutes that we have it before we spend it on each of our individual plans.
That's interesting. This bale trailer is full, but it looks like I could easily fit another 3 bales on it.
Hey Ben, good to have you with us. Mr. Corbin.
Oh, what the?
Don't do
Okay.
grapes. From what I've seen from other YouTubers, it doesn't pay very well at all. That's really odd, actually, because usually, like, wasn't cotton new to 19, and cotton was like the huge cash crop? I mean, it was a pain to harvest, but it was like you could make a truckload of money if you were willing to put the time into cotton.
I don't remember if it was new to 19 or not, but I do know you could make a truckload of money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think with grapes, the only way to make it profitable is to do it in a massive scale.
Right.
Actually, I figured out what grapes are meant for. They're meant for
Grape juice and
cereal.
raisins and cereal.
Cereal, yeah.
Well, the
That is actually
raisins
the
would
best
be for
money.
the cereal, right?
Yeah, it's actually the best. It pays really well relative to it, but you obviously need a bunch, so.
And to answer your question, Tiffany, yes, we are turning all of these into silage bales. You can see the pink wrapped bales over there. That's not where I was talking about, Sharko.
No, I had an issue, so I was trying to fix it.
Oh, okay.
So, for some reason, only half the bales are loading, and are loaded. I
Oh.
wanted to make sure they were there.
Did you move all of my bales over there?
Hmm?
Did you move my other bales too?
I just moved whoever's on the trailer over here, right here.
Oh, okay. I just like looked at my other bales and they started disappearing. It must have been a distance thing.
No, I
Probably.
had an issue with the trailer, so I wanted to fix it.
Stretch 609, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us. Let's see, grapes. From what I've seen, it costs a fortune to set up and you get crap pay. I really think they've put all their eggs into productions.
It is, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
production, if you want to do anything now, you've got to push it through a production chain. Which is a little bit, I would argue, is a little bit short sighted because you can't force everybody down the same path and still call your game a sandbox, right? You got to give people options.
Yep.
It's farming sim, not production sim. Truthfully.
Well, Paul just sold a trailer full of grape juice for 50 grand.
Well, grape juice does pay well. You just need a lot of it.
You need a lot of grapes to make a lot of grape juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Lifehawk, welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
Tiffany, good question. No Man's Land has been around for a long time. It was a big, hugely popular map on FS19. Alien Jim, the guy who made the map, was the first map maker to get his map approved for FS22. Kudos, Alien Jim, at least approved by Giants officially. Everybody always kept telling me, Harv, you need to do a series on No Man's Land. You need to do a series on No Man's Land. But everybody and their brother was doing it, and I felt like it had been done to death. So I never did it, never got a chance to play on it. I do have a plan for No Man's Land for FS22, however. That's all I'm saying. I do have a plan.
Harv, where do you want the bales dumped?
You saw where the bale trailer was picked up at?
You want it over there?
Yeah, in that little the not seeded part of grass over there. As close to the road as you can get it, so I could still mow off some of that if I needed to.
Okay, I can do that.
You do grapes for fun as a garden. See, I thought that could be interesting. Like, you know, what if you did like the ends of your field? Or, you know, just filled in the blanks with grapes here and there. I think that could kind of work out sometimes.
Yeah. The only thing that's really the most expensive part about grapes is the harvester. That's what it's hard to make their money off of.
Right?
Yeah.
But like the equipment is only like 100,000.
Kevin. Kevin had to throw out Blame Shark. Hashtag Blame Sharko just because Sparky couldn't be with us today. Dayan, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us. Probably Lifehawk. It probably will be Old Man's Yard. Wait, it already will be. I'm already an old man. What are you talking about? Grape harvesters 12K a day. See, that might, daily rentals do not do permanent rentals. Oh
No.
my gosh, they were broken. They were very, very broken for a while, and I don't know if
If
they've officially been fixed or not, but still,
they supposedly have been fixed, I don't know if they have been.
I'm not holding my breath.
So
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't either. But like, you were searching like what, double every day or something like that.
Yeah.
Sean, the hype for No Man's Land is around the fact that it's basically an open slate. You can make it whatever you want. There's no prepared fields, no nothing. So for those people who genuinely want to come in and start a farm from scratch and build it up any way they want to without having to work with already pre-created fields and all of that, it's a great little playground. You got to keep in mind in FS19, Alien Jim did a placeables pack of about 150 to 175 placeables, and he's working on bringing all those back over to FS22 as well. So, again, not every map is going to be for everybody, but that's the draw. That's why everybody likes it so much. Kind of like what I did with Wilhelmina Forest. And off
Yeah,
the grid.
only No Man's Land has less trees than Wilhelmina Forest.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wilhelmina Forest is 100% densely packed with trees.
Very dense trees.
Oh, yeah. The only open space on that map was around the shop. If you first download it and start it, you can't even move. You got to cut your way out of the shop area.
Yeah, you have to cut your way from the shop to the sawmill.
Yep,
Actually, it's from the shop to the fuel station to the sawmill.
that's
And
right.
to the sellable area.
Harley, 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 Harley. What? I can't begin to guess. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Gary Robertson, how you doing, man? How's that computer coming along? You gonna get that fixed pretty soon so we can have you on? That's a fair point too, Lifehawk. It was the first. No, that's not true. Wilhelmina Forest came out long before No Man's Land did. Technically, I guess you would say Wilhelmina is a forestry map, but
But it was designed for.
yeah, it was designed for forestry, but
Actually, I think the very original Wilhelmina Forest did not actually have sellables. It only had the sawmill. So.
Yeah, it actually had an update that added the sellable, the placeables, or the placeable sellable area.
right.
At that point, you could not. I mean, I guess you could place your own sellables, but
Oh, there you go, Gary. Good to hear it, man. Both you and your computer are going to get a booster shot tomorrow.
Alrighty.
Yeah, there's no signpost on Wilhelmina Forest you can chop down to remove all the rocks or trees.
no rocks. Wilhelmina Forest.
Well,
No, but there's a lot of trees.
there are some rock outcroppings.
Oh yeah, I guess there is. Yeah, like the cliffs and all that. Yeah.
And yeah, I knew what you meant, Lifehawk. Build and go. You didn't have to clear a massive amount of forest to get going on No Man's Land.
It wasn't for was it? No, it was the treks. You would probably been a lot longer trying to build up your off the grid. Just to do anything, you need to cut down massive amounts of trees.
I think suffer is an awfully strong word key or life hawk.
If you like forestering, it's fun. If you don't, then it'd be suffering.
I did not find Wilhelmina a suffering. Now it's in a stage now where it's extremely difficult. Actually, clearing the trees is the easy part in Wilhelmina Forest for me, because there's so much that's going on there. I play. How you doing? Good to have you with us again. I don't doubt they're well. It's not like they've got a lot of options yet, but I don't doubt there are many people that are doing No Man's Land again. But you know what? I can't worry about what other people are doing. I'm going to do what I do. If people enjoy it, fine. If they don't, fine. It's my game. I'm going to play it my way. I've spent way too much time worrying about what other people are doing and not doing it, only to kick myself for it. So, you know what? I don't even want to know what other people are doing at this point. I wish them well and great amounts of success.
That's a positive attitude to have.
It is.
Well,
Don't care what they're doing. Wish them success.
I mean, I don't even have time to watch anybody anymore, guys. I really don't. None. So, what are you going to do? I hope they're doing great things. I hope someday I can do great things. Kyle, what's the good word? Rodney Myers, good to have you with us. No Man's Land does unfortunately sound cooler than Wilhelmina Forest. I will give him that. Exactly, David. Exactly. And I'll tell you what, Mr. Sealy P has always been my inspiration, and it's unfortunate that I don't get a chance to watch him anymore, because he's really the guy who started it for me. He's the guy who inspired me to give it a shot. I would not be here right now with you folks if it wasn't for Mr. Sealy P. He doesn't know that. I doubt he even knows who Lil Harv is, but it's the absolute truth. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Rodney. I think just having the freedom to go out and do your own thing is what really turns people on to No Man's Land.
I think you're right, Harv. I think it is.
Well, that's fair, Robert, but that's part of No Man's Land, building your own town.
Well, Caveman, didn't you?
Thank you, iPlay. We love having you with us, too. Go ahead, Sharko.
I was gonna say, doesn't Caveman have time lapses of No Man's Land?
Yes.
Caveman did start a series on No Man's Land called Rebuilding Grandpa's Farm. Is Mr. Sealy P streaming now also? I've never seen him stream. I know he does hundreds of Let's Play and mod videos, mod release videos. I've never seen him do a stream.
Can't say I have either.
Yeah, me too, Chris. The first thing I remember watching from Mr. Sealy P is his Halmakra series. And that Halmakra series, not to take anything away from myself, but that Halmakra series is absolutely the inspiration for Off the Grid. So thank you, Mr. Sealy P.
Well, if you had to get inspiration from somewhere, that's probably one of the best places you could have got it.
For storytellers, yeah. Not everybody likes the whole role playing storytelling aspect of what I do, and I appreciate that. It's not for everybody, but it's what brings me the most joy and inspiration in gaming for myself. So,
That's fair.
David, it's simple. This is a stream. We're interacting live. A tutor is teaching you to do something, and a let's play video is where they're just playing the game. They're playing the game. Maybe you'll learn something, maybe you won't. Maybe there will be characters, maybe there won't. It's a let's play video is almost more like watching a TV series. Sometimes, depending on who it is.
In a live stream's more like sports, I guess you could say. It's live.
Yeah, and it's kind of like what iPlay just said. You know, it's everybody. We just get together, we chit chat, we play some game, we just talk about anything, and it's nice and peaceful and relaxing. We don't have too much to worry about. iPlay was on the money there. We've all got enough.
Apparently, he's having issues with game crashing lately.
That's a shame.
Yeah. The only issues I'm having is when I quit the game, it crashes. It's not supposed to. I go back to the menu.
We're actually getting through this grass a little bit faster than I expected, which is why your grass is mowed and baled, Sharko. I thought we were going to have too much grass to do, and we wouldn't have time to do it all.
Well, I do need to sell all my grass because I do have a plan.
Are you going to sell? Are you going to sell early?
At least, I think it was the price tag. I think it's around 500. If it's above 500, I'll sell. If it's below, then I won't.
It was
515.
barely. It was barely above 500.
Yeah.
And did it go up to 515 now?
It's 515. Yeah.
Oh, it reversed course then. Is it climbing or is it stable?
It shows it's going down.
Okay.
It was at like 508 earlier and dropping.
Yeah.
Oh. It says it's dropping, but it's going up. I guess. What was it? Was it animal dealer or biogas plant that was at the 508?
And all I know is it was the highest earlier.
Yeah.
I knew somebody would say it much more succinctly than I was. Yes. Let's plays are generally pre-recorded. Streams are live. That's
a very good. Yeah.
That's it. Nailed it. It said in 10 seconds what it took me 3 minutes to say. I've wondered about that, Skip. Some people like it. Some people want to see the people who are playing. I've never really been comfortable personally with that thought for myself. I don't want to be on camera. I just want to play the game and talk to you guys. I'll post pictures of myself from time to time. Nothing, anything too dramatic, but it's not a mug you want to see on camera for 3 hours. And I don't see where it really brings much to it. Hey, TM Pearson. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So for simulators, it's not important, but out of the games, it's the reaction that the people have that adds a lot to it. But when you're farming, your face is kind of not necessarily reacting to things. So.
Oh, and then Rodney just threw out Daggerwin, who is like one of the first big name FS content creators. And yeah, I picked up on him early too.
Yep.
Jordan the Canadian Kid, how you doing, man? Harv, I was looking for my keys earlier to go uptown. I couldn't find them, so I checked my doorknob and they were still there when I got home.
Okay, I didn't touch a single bale and they just started moving.
Uh-huh.
I swear, they just started rolling.
With God as my witness, I'll never touch bales again.
There's a lot of bales.
It's gonna take us a while to sell off all these bales.
It is.
A long while.
If we're gonna keep doing bales,
Another bale trailer.
I think it would almost be worth you guys buying bale trailers as well.
We'll keep doing bales because I have sheep. So.
Well, we did, remember? I mean, doesn't Sharko have a bale trailer already?
No.
No.
Oh, I thought he bought one.
I
Well,
know y'all leased.
last time we sold bales, we leased separate bale trailers.
Yeah, I mean,
don't quite have
as
the
many
money.
as we've got now, it almost might be worth buying one.
No,
I don't have the money
Mr.
right
Sealy P is absolutely a PS player. He's a PlayStation guy. He does have a PC. I have seen him do a few videos on PC.
Yes, I've seen that too.
And it's usually mod reviews that that aren't available on the PlayStation. No. Off the grid roleplay story got Sev hooked. Yeah. Never sold animals before. Is $21.92 is a good selling price for Angus cows? I don't know what the rule of thumb is right now on FS22 cows. I haven't had a chance to play with them yet.
I know sheep just keep going up no matter the age. So. I don't know about cows. They just keep going up.
I don't know about cows either.
I thought we still were just stuck with milk cows.
You can still sell the cows.
Yeah.
Lifehawk says they can get to 3,500 on normal mode, about 28 months or something. So anything over 3,000 is good for profit. Okay. FSG? I'm not familiar with FSG. That is a name I do not recognize. Like I said, I don't get it.
FSG stand for Farm Sim Guy?
Oh, Farm Sim Guy. That makes sense.
That would. Instead of not collecting bales, I kind of need gas. So, I'm going to gas up.
Don't put gas in that truck, you'd be done bloat it up. Thing takes diesel fuel.
Okay, I'm gonna load diesel in it. Oh, apparently there are two types, or beef cows and milk cows.
333 hours in FS22 today. Holy crap, dude.
You've been playing pretty good, haven't you?
I honestly
That's
don't
a
know
lot.
what my FS hours are yet.
My FS hours are 133 hours. That's my current hours in Farming Sim.
My FS19 hours are well over 3,000. I don't know what my 22 hours are yet.
I don't know what mine are either.
I just pulled up Steam and looked.
Black Dog Farms, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us. Man, this is a great Wednesday night, guys. Got 30 people in. We're not even halfway through yet. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Yeah, me too, Justin. I could not stop playing Red Dead Redemption 2 when it came out. I played through twice, and then I had to get to Red Dead Online for probably 6 months. It was crazy. And then I found Farm Sim.
Then
Although
I've made video at Farm Sim.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although I will say, I can't imagine a game topping, for me personally, Red Dead Redemption 2. It is right now, and I imagine it most likely always will be my favorite game of all time.
So could you imagine the graphics of that game in Farming Sim?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if that'd actually be possible, but
It wouldn't be possible, but it would be glorious. Well, a lot of people are actually kind of upset that Farms or Red Dead Online doesn't have like a farmer rancher mode to it.
yeah.
Like there's so many
Yeah.
opportunities, you know, because they do careers, right?
Hmm.
And there's so many opportunities for cool farming and ranching careers, but they haven't added anything like that.
Anything that makes you money on online games, companies don't like because you're not buying money. Why it takes usually so long to get anything on online games.
All my grass is mowed.
Well, then again, there are some online games where you can't buy money for, and it still takes forever.
That's true. That is true.
Very true.
Like, look at World of Warcraft in its early days.
That's yeah.
It took forever to get the 50 gold you needed to get your mount,
Mhm.
and there was no option to buy money unless you were going to buy it from some sketchy gold farmer from,
China, yeah.
even if you don't know where from, and then you may or may not get your money after you done paid them, and
Mhm.
you couldn't complain about it. And if Blizzard caught you, you were getting reprimanded from Blizzard because it's against terms of service.
I did scratch the new trailer, Kevin. To be fair, it's my trailer. I paid for it. You just picked it out. Kevin on Off the Grid, he comes to me and he says, "Harv, we need this," and I'm like, "Okay, Kev, whatever you say, man." And he goes and buys what he wants, and I pay the bills.
Sounds like he's got a pretty sweet hookup there, then, huh?
Mhm.
If he starts calling me sugar daddy, though, he's fired.
He's just gonna come to you with like a $2 or $3 million tractor and say, "We need this."
Well, I don't make that kind of money on Off the Grid. Not at all.
Even that'd be you. You'd go up to Harv and be like, "Can we have this tractor that has like 2 million horsepower, but it's like $10 million?"
Who would that be?
That'd be Caveman.
Nah, Caveman likes the old school stuff.
Yeah, 'cause it'd be an old, unique tractor. That's one of a kind.
Although he did put up a pretty good argument for the Big Bud. He was pretty adamant about getting the Big Bud into PVU. Was it PVU? I can't remember.
I think it
No,
was
it was.
old timers.
It was no, it was it Old Timers Farm or something?
We used the Big Bud a lot on Old Timers Farm.
And we did use it a lot, but we actually had a discussion about the Big Bud at some point, and it wasn't. It was much more recent than Old Timers Farm.
Maybe it was PV then.
Maybe it was.
Your grass is coming down, Caveman.
Oh wow, you're already over there.
I am.
Jesus.
And
I don't fool around, man.
okay, man, I figured out why my tractor can't back up when doing
Why?
bales. The trailer lifts the back end of the tractor up, so the back wheels aren't touching.
Well, adjust the height of the trailer. It has an adjustable tongue.
Does?
Yes.
How do you do that?
Mouse control.
Okay, I guess I have to wait for it to be done. I don't know that.
Blue Fox, how you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a while. I was wondering about you the other day. Have you gotten 2 full trailers off of that field yet?
I've gotten 3.
3 trailers?
Yes.
72 bales already.
Uh-huh.
Outstanding. I said it was going to be over 100.
And I still have a bunch more bales to collect.
And Caveman's probably nowhere close to being done baling.
Nope.
Woo and who?
You might get 4 trailers, if not 5. Or 4.5.
Yeah, you could be rolling into money off this harvest.
And I already had like 39 bales sitting there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nope, no John Deere. Caveman is a
Oh.
Case fan, I'm a Fent fan, and Sharko is a Valtra fan.
You guys
Yep.
don't have the money for any John Deere equipment, really.
And we certainly don't have the money for John Deere. I mean, think of it. I, of all people, do not have a Fent yet.
That's true.
Yep, that is true.
I've got 50 hours on this old K7200, though.
How many?
50.
50.
Oh, wow.
I've got 49.8 on this case.
Mine doesn't count because I bought it used and I don't remember what I bought it used for.
46 hours.
For 46 hours I had it used.
Yes.
So I have 70 hours on it now.
Oh, you found a milling machine mod today? That's interesting. Oh, thanks, David. I'm glad you enjoy Off the Grid. It's been fun and incredibly challenging. One of the hardest things I've ever done, I'll be honest with you. There you go, Eric. IH case for the win. Right, Skip Shifter? No Fent? Are we living in Bizarro land?
Well, I know they did Vulture dirty and they only have 2 Vultures in the game now, which is sad.
Now, the only problem with that theory, Jonathan, is that when the price is right, you've got to sell it because it doesn't get there very often. That's one of the downsides of FS22 is just that you got to wait and wait and wait for the price to hit its peak. And when it does, you have got to sell right then and there. So we all pretty much end up having to sell at the same time. Plus, once you sell, you'll start crashing the price.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Especially with the scale where we have bales.
Yeah.
Or
I
you'll
mean-
back up the BGA one.
Oh, the BGA I think can only hold 2 bale trailers.
2.5.
2.5, yeah.
24. I think, what'd we get in there? About 50 bales?
Yeah, I think
Something like that.
And we ended
That's
up
for the.
selling for less at the animal dealer just to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
IH86 series. I saw that the case 1455 came out on Mod Hub, but it's not the case 1455 I was hoping it was. It's the 1996 version of the 1455, not the old school version. So hopefully somebody will do the old school case here one of these days.
However, there is a Fent for sale on the market. It's a small Fent though.
Yeah, I don't need a tractor smaller than the one I've got already. I've got too much
Yeah.
field for small tractors now.
It's only 140 horsepower.
Yeah, it's too small.
What is it, a 300?
Yeah. But it's 60% off.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but Giant should add a futures market. That would be interesting. Speculate on crops.
That'd be kind of cool.
It'd be kind of cool if you could do it cross server, but then
Mhm.
you'd have guys out there manipulating the market, so you always got crap prices on everything. That wouldn't be cool.
There's a manure not manure slurry tanker.
Nobody's got cows.
No
Yeah,
one.
we-
Pigs.
I actually think no. I think the biogas plant makes slurry now.
Digest state.
Oh,
Same
digestate,
same
that's
as
what
they
it is.
always did.
Yeah,
And
but you have to
digest.
own it to make the digestate.
Yep.
But it's nice they don't have to own it now.
Not to sell
Yeah,
your
it is
bales,
nice.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Dolly. That one flew right over my head. I couldn't even begin to catch it.
Dolly as in oh, it's not Dolly as in Dolly Parton.
I don't know. Apparently he's speaking I plays tune because she got it. I have no idea what he meant.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Oh, Dolly the sheep. Okay, I understand now. Cloned.
Clone sheep. Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
the first animal that was ever cloned was a sheep named Dolly.
Okay.
Flag spike.
At least you're not getting them as frequently as I am.
Apparently, I play was off.
Well, because you're secretive, Lifehawk. You don't tell anybody anything, so I imagine that extends to your kid too. You like to be so incognito that even your kid doesn't know where you were born.
Anyone guess where I was born? There's one correct answer.
Let me guess.
In a bathtub.
In the back seat of a car.
No.
On a bus traveling across the Canadian wasteland. Wait. No, it had to have been in a boat. It had to be on water or something. That would explain everything.
Clone of a
That
shark.
would
There
explain
you
a
go.
lot.
Dun 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 dun.
Jonathan says in the river. Jordan says under the sea.
There you go, under the sea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sharko
They say
and the
life's
Little
better down
Mermaid.
there.
Sharko and Ariel together forever.
Well, I was born in a hospital, but the hospital now doesn't exist. It's a parking lot.
Huh.
The actual hospital I was born in is now a parking lot.
I heard they paved Paradise and put in a parking lot. We'll see who got that one.
I've heard something similar to that before, but I don't get it.
We'll wait and see.
Hmm.
Hey Kev, we've
Oh.
got another Russian for you to get rid of. Thank you.
Kevin.
Sharko is near Lakefield. And y'all still aren't done baling my fields. Wow.
Nope.
It looks like 4 trailers, so that's going to be 92 bales or close to it.
Yeah, 92 bales is exactly 4 trailers.
No, you're not going to get 3 more bales off this field, but still. It's going to be about 90 bales. That's pretty spectacular. What a
Rodney,
mess.
was the hospital underwater? I mean, it'd be weird that they built a parking lot underwater, though, but maybe.
It's a submarine parking lot.
Thank you,
Oh.
Gary. It's a song called They Paved Paradise and Put in a Parking Lot. That's literally the title of the song. By Joni Mitchell. It's a good song too. You should listen to it. It's actually
I will have
it's
to.
a good tune. Well, I mean, it doesn't, make your teeth rattle and the windows break like Caveman would listen to, but still.
Yeah, I need to hook my PA system back up.
I can hear your mother right now. Caveman, you turn that music down.
Well, when we had the live show on the front porch and the music stopped suddenly, my grandmother came out of the house and wanted to know what happened to the music.
I wondered what was going on. Okay, there's something funky going on here. Thank you. It just didn't fold all the way. That was weird. Oh well, life goes on. Nah, you still need to put 5 bales on that trailer to fill it up, so it's not going to get there, but
Yeah,
darn close.
definitely, close. Human, how much do you have left?
This should be the last pass right here.
I mean, not in, like, for a bale.
I'll let you know when I finish this pass.
Oh, and I haven't been paying. You're popular when the Russians have to get you. Yeah, absolutely. Big yellow taxi counting crows. No, but I like the counting crows.
You have 20 bales, Harv.
Eddie Money, 2 tickets to paradise. 20, so I was 4 short. That's 88 bales. You're gonna hear me complaining.
Off of 1 harvest too, and you can get 3 off if you leave it in grass. 3 a year.
And that's a light harvest. Imagine increasing that by about 30%. That's a single growth harvest. If I had let that grow to full maturity, we'd be buried in bales.
I'm already buried in bales.
And you don't have that many.
I think you have a similar amount to me now.
With all my bales total.
Yes. Because I have 5, I believe.
Lifehawk, the
6.
bale strategy is simply keep your fields working. At least that's my strategy. There's no crop that I can plant that will get me through to winter time and allow me to plant again in the spring. You get trapped into a rotation of wheat or canola, wheat or canola, wheat or canola. If you want to get out of that rotation, you've got to do something, but I don't want the field to sit fallow, not making me any money. So,
Grass is the answer.
grass is the answer to get some money coming in without leaving the field to just sit there and do nothing.
If your field's not making money, or you're not working your field, you're not making money.
That's
That is
right.
True. That is very true.
It actually does make quite a big difference. I don't know the percentage, but it does make quite a big difference.
Well, I can tell you this. I did a full-blown harvest of grass on Hope Baileron and got exactly 100,000 liters. I don't remember the exact figure from the latest episode of Hope Baileron, but I mowed that grass again when it was at half growth like this is, and I got less than 70,000. So that's the way I was throwing the 30% figure out there. So there's about a 30%, in my estimation, about a 30% variation in letting the grass grow for one more month. So my brother bought himself a soundbar, was playing FS22 on it, and his fiance was confused looking where the truck was because she could hear the rumble of the semi-engine. What were you going to say, Shargo?
I was gonna say any of the grain crops are like they're the ones that you plant grass with, and yeah, oh gosh, the soybeans, sunflowers, or corn is you don't plant grass.
Yeah, now keep in mind, Rob, that is an estimation right now. That hasn't gone through full testing or anything. But based on the full harvest I did and the half harvest I did, there was about a 30% variation. A little bit more than that, actually. Well, it depends on how much you want to maximize your profit, Lifehawk. I mean, there's an argument to be made for mowing every single time it becomes ready to harvest, because you can get 4 harvests off of it in 1 year instead of just 3. So 3 full harvests. Let's say it was 100,000 each, so that'd be 300,000, but 4 at 70. That's still short, isn't it? Because 4 times 7 is only 28. So the 3 full harvests would be more beneficial. That's exactly right, David, and I've got a crop in my field ready to mulch when I'm ready to plant next spring. Which I'm not going to keep this grass in all the time. You know, this grass is just to make me money. While I can't put a crop in the ground next spring, I'll replant these with cash crops.
Yep.
And Caveman's done the same thing. He decided to follow suit, and
But I'm going with a different crop.
he's going to do something extreme. And he expects me and Sharko to jump on the bandwagon, and we're looking at him like he's crazy.
I mean, I like the idea. But I also don't like the idea at the same time.
Well, the biggest reason I like the idea is because people always ask us to do it, and we never
I
do it.
that's why I like the idea of it. But at the same time, I also don't like the idea of it because of that reason. I mean, it will make him tons of money. So
Did I give him a hint on what it is?
It's up to you, man.
and Chris, for silage bales, rounds the best because our, as you can see, or I guess you can't see right now, but the baler we have wraps them at the same time. You can't do that with square bales, at least base game.
Exactly.
I agree.
Um,
And round the largest round bale holds more volume than the largest square bale. Take it away, caveman.
I was gonna say, I was gonna give him the hint of it goes into production, and it's very time consuming, and it's not one of the new crops. My chat's not loading, so if somebody says anything, one of y'all will have to.
Jonathan says caveman is crazy, wondering if it would sugar or for cane
Now,
to grow.
keep in mind, caveman. He said this before you said anything.
Oh, okay.
Eric, no. The grass will act as oilseed radish. It does the same. Any crop will do the same thing oilseed radish does. It's just that oilseed radish is much cheaper to plant because it uses almost no seed.
Mhm.
And it grows very quickly.
If I can get another harvest off my grass field, I'll make almost $500,000.
And yes, you were right. It is sugar cane.
Yep, caveman's going into the sugar business.
Mm-hmm. Also, I found this set in production chains. Each cereal crop or grain crop produces a different amount of flour.
No, they don't. Some of them do. I think barley and wheat make the same amount of flour.
If I believe barley and wheat, I think barley actually makes. I don't. They're not the same. I really checked it before stream or earlier today. I
Oh,
was on my own
because
world and I was
I
in
just sold
production.
like 75 pallets of flour made with all different types of crops, and I'd
It makes the
swear,
same. It makes the same, but it produces different. Like one barley will make two, one wheat will make one. They make the same flour.
no, I understand what you're saying.
Hmm.
Oats makes the most.
Yes, that yes.
Sorghum, I'm not sure how that plays
I
into
think
it, but I'd have
sorghum's the
sworn that
worst, I think.
barley and wheat were identical in their production.
They might be.
It's based off of the yield.
Yeah.
The higher the yield of
Crop,
the crop, thank you, the less flour it makes.
right.
Doesn't make sense because if you'd think it would be what they would actually produce with the flour, but who knows?
Well, for game balance, they have to
That's fair.
make sure that you earn more from making flour out of oats than you make from selling the oats. And oats has always been a really good seller
Hmm.
because it's a lower harvest quantity,
Yep.
lower yield. That's absolutely true, Eric, and I'd swear I had passed that information along a few times. Even in 19, that was, well, you're still playing 19, right, bud? But yeah, the more contracts you can do on the same field, when that field is ready to harvest, you're going to have a much better harvest and have a lot more to sell.
Because for some reason, Farmers do not take care of their fields.
See you in a minute, Kev. Although I still wish that they would add more types of contracts now that we've got more stages of field prep. Why can't we do stone collecting contracts or rolling contracts or mulching contracts?
I want more variable contracts. Like, I know it's not necessarily common, but cutting like a golf course or something, I think would be a really cool contract.
It'd be interesting.
Like, I know it's not necessarily the best, but I feel like it definitely add like fun or things into the game, or like snow contracts or other things that are just out of the ordinary.
Well, that's a big
That
one.
right there irritated me.
They
They
put-
added seasons into base game and did not add snow contracts.
Exactly. See, and not only that, they included snow removal equipment in the base game equipment,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no snow removals.
And you can't even route off the road, so it's almost worthless. Like, something the roads need to be plowed so you can get to your places to sell things. They're already cleared,
Yeah, it's to plow your farmyard.
but you only also have one layer of snow, which you can just drive over anyways. It doesn't get deep where it's an issue to actually drive. Oh, potatoes. Yeah, you would have made good money off a potato contract. Just would have taken like 10 hours.
Or longer.
Yeah.
Real time hours.
Oh, yeah.
How many times have we seen a new player come into the Discord and say, "Oh my God, I made it! I took a potato contract. I've never regretted anything so much in my whole life." Everybody has to do it once. Everybody has to do one potato contract to learn their lesson. It's like a rite of passage for farm sim.
Mm-hmm.
You see those big dollars. Oh man, that contract pays $65,000. It's a 40-acre field full of potatoes.
They can only do like 2 meters, 3 meter cutting width. Or harvesting width.
First potato contract I ever took was for my first series of videos on the Pacific Northwest, and I swore then and there I would never do potatoes ever again.
I was actually kind of lucky, and I had a smaller field full of potatoes. So,
Oh, Eric plays
but
in
it's-
real time.
oh
Whew.
gosh.
I can't even imagine, man. That just, if you're not playing with seasons, it wouldn't be nearly as bad. But real time, I would definitely want
Like-
fast crop growth turned on there too. Life Potato Simulator would be played for about 3 minutes, 0.3 minutes, 20
I
seconds.
don't think he's wrong though.
I play. Come on, I play. You know that $65,000 contract would look really good in your bank account.
It would. I think the contract I accepted was a small field, and I thought, oh, this is a really small field. Paid like, I think it was $20,000. If I remember correctly. Still took like 3 hours to harvest. Like, okay, yeah, this was a mistake.
Real time non seasons in 19 and 22. But see,
Yeah, that's what's
what
already-
Jonathan doesn't talk about is that he's like really into the whole role playing aspect of it. He's a old school real life guy. If you guys know what real life is, I bet Sharko does.
Hmm?
Have you heard of the role playing game Real Life? Or is it Real Life, Real World, something like that?
Something's sounding right, but for some reason I can't think of it. I'm sure if I saw it or something like that, I'd be like, oh yeah, that.
I'm lost.
Well, it's a role playing game that people actually make real communities on, and have real roles in, and they actually make some people make a lot of money from creating and selling products in this game world. Did you ever play Eve, Sharko?
Eve Online?
Yeah.
Just Eve. I actually haven't, but I do know quite a bit about it.
Hundreds of millions of dollars have passed hands in Eve Online.
Oh yeah, because each ship is actual money, and
It's a
there's
brutal, cutthroat game.
if I remember correctly, there was actually a battle in that no joke cost like I think it was something like $80 million worth of ships destroyed, or something ridiculous like that.
Potential, not every ship costs real money.
No,
I
no,
did-
no, no.
I
it's just
did
that
play
was
it for a
worth-
while.
That was worth that much. Like nothing. Everyone. That's what the people was put into it, but
But I
it's
mean,
worth about
real money
ships.
was changing hands via that game. Significant
Yeah.
amounts of real money.
Because you can buy actual ships and then sell those ships for in-game currency and all that.
That's it, guys. Second Life. Second
Second
Life
Life.
is the game. I'm surprised you haven't heard of this, Sharko.
I've heard of Second Life. That one
Yeah,
I
we
have.
definitely heard of it. Yeah.
That's the one.
Haven't played it, but I've heard of it.
Well, as soon as I heard Second Life, I knew that it was something. Yeah.
Jonathan's a big-time old-school Second Life player. And you really need to buy a field roller, Sharko.
Yeah. I do.
Because grass rollers are so small, having a third person rolling would be very, very helpful.
Let's see.
That's how I got my start, David. Dungeons and Dragons.
Is there a bigger grass roller? No, there isn't. Okay.
Caveman and I have the biggest one money can buy.
I was just curious if there was actually like a bigger one, but no, there isn't. I'll have to go and buy one.
Yep. You should have the money to go buy one of the Gootlers.
I do.
They're not that
Cool.
expensive.
Yeah, 14. Or how much is for the bigger one? Okay, not much. Not much. I have enough right now to make that. I mean, I have a lot of money in bales. I don't have a lot of money just sitting on me.
No, we've been in that boat for a long time, all of us.
Oh yeah.
We've been scrambling to try to bring every bit of money in we can.
Well,
Hope-
if I
Hopefully this will pay us off coming up here
was gonna
very,
say-
very soon.
I plan to buy a new field and a bunch more sheep. Is my goal or my plan.
My goal is to get my equipment for sugarcane.
It's actually not ridiculously overpriced.
No,
not
it's
bad.
not.
It's just taking forever to plant.
Yeah, the 2-meter planter and a 1-meter harvester.
Uh-huh.
You'll need like 3 planters and 3 harvesters.
I'm not
You know.
buying 3.
No, I know because
Buying
we need to
one.
have a. We need to have a what's it called? 2 chaser bins.
No, I played pen and paper, David. Pen and paper Dungeons and Dragons, absolutely. Chris,
I
to answer your
still haven't
question,
played.
the difference between a seeder and a direct drill. A direct drill, what a direct drill means is that it cultivates your field as you're seeding. So you don't have to go in with a plow or a cultivator before. Like I could take a direct drill straight across this grass and it would plant whatever crop I wanted it to plant, but a seeder will not. I have to come in with a plow, a cultivator, something to work the soil before I can just use a seeder on the field. That's the difference.
I still
That-
haven't played D&D on a computer.
I have. Let's say too bad we can't get the bigger rollers for grass work.
I agree. What's the difference between the big Demco 24.5 meter field roller and a grass roller, really?
Well, yeah, the big one is a little bit expensive, but the smaller one is 12 meters.
Right.
Big one's 24 meters. You know how useful that would be? No. Don't buy that one.
Oh wow, Sev
this
is still doing tabletop D&D. Nice, very cool.
I
Um,
do tabletop, but because of obviously the scenario and the one friend we play with lives about 5 hours away from us, we play online. But
It's a lot easier to do these days. But are you
it is a
playing?
lot easier.
Are you playing online still with pen and paper and rolling dice, or are you doing something different, like an actual
It's
game?
well, the dice are on is on the computer and it's thing, but it is basically more like pen and paper. It's basically similar. Instead of just being done in front on a tabletop, it's done on the computer.
Is that what's that called? It's like tabletop emulator or something. You can do like multiple different types of games. It's on Steam.
No,
There's,
we
there's
just
tabletop emulator.
yeah.
There's Roll20. Heck, there's a plugin you can get for Discord that'll allow you to roll D&D dice. I mean, there's a D&D plugin for Discord.
Yeah, no, it's
No, that's
called
cool.
I think it's called D&D Beyond, and it's I mean you can pay for things on it, but it's like a free website, and it will let you design your characters and everything, and you'll
That's
actually like you'll have like a hit dice and all that, so it'll help do it for you,
that's
so you
cool.
can't really mess up as easily. It is actually very nice. It's really it's a lot easier for newer players because it can help like do a lot of things for them necessarily, like knowing what dice to roll instead
Right.
of having to look it up. It will kind of just not necessarily do it for you, but show you which ones to roll and everything, and it's a lot nicer. So
Kevin.
Do you know why I know about D&D Beyond, Sharko?
why?
Because that's was the cheapest place to get digital copies of the 5th gen books.
Yes,
I
that's
bought
true.
I bought them digitally through there. That way I didn't have to worry about lugging around big heavy books.
That's fair. I mean, my friend has one of the big massive um Dungeon Masters books.
See,
Oh, Bradley made it. Hello, Bradley.
hey Bradley. See, for me, I'm the friend with the DM book, but mine's digital.
uh, just I mean, you need help on your field, Harv?
Oh yeah.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. For some reason, took the long way, but I'm on my way.
I mean, I'm about halfway done.
Well, I went to K-Band's farm thinking he needed it, but I'm looking, I'm like, he doesn't really need it, so
He's got tiny fields, at least the ones that
yeah.
are to do right now.
Yep.
I almost bought the smaller roller, not the big roller. I caught myself, luckily, because I was leaving the purchase screen. Says, "Do you want to purchase this?" And I was like, no.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I think I did play Baldur's Gate. That's pretty old school for D&D games too.
Hmm.
Like Dark Alliance. That's not as Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance is a lot newer, but
The field you're running across right now is all done.
No, I'm just getting you over to this field. It's not actually lowered. So.
Almost got me. He almost got me.
Here.
Jordan, if you've got a gaming store, like a tabletop game store, go there. Even a comic book store. They could hook you up with people who would get you into D&D games. And I did Bradley. I missed saying hello to you. So hey, Bradley, good to have you with us. Oh wow, Beth. Okay, guys, big announcement. Beth Shires is in the chat. This is my baby sister. Everybody, a big shout out to Beth. Say hi to Beth.
hi
That's,
Beth.
that's literally
Hello.
my sister. Poor girl got stuck with Harv. Bob Lutz, I don't know what you said, but welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us, man. Zork. Oh, I remember Zork. I did the Zork thing. Oregon
I'll
Trail.
say, Jordan, if you're in Discord, shoot me a message after the stream. The one that was looking for D&D.
Jordan, the Canadian kid.
Yeah. I guess that was it.
That was him. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Saying hi to my sister. Thank you, everybody. She's never dropped in on a stream before. I know she's watched quite a few of my videos, but she's never been on stream before. She's probably blushing about 8 shades. She's kind of a shy person sometimes. Golden Empires. What was the big vampire? There was a pre-made dungeon, and it was a big vampire one, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was called.
I have no clue. I am new to D&D.
Although, I will say, the woman who wrote the Vampire Chronicles died recently. That was very, very sad. Such a great series of books. I love the Vampire Chronicle books. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it starts with Interview with a Vampire, which was an 80s or 90s movie. Anne Rice was her name.
It's just so weird with this roller when you're not rolling a field. You'll just speed up.
Yep.
So I like cruise control, use your GPS, and when I get to the end of the field, it'll just go boom.
That's it, Kyle. Thank you. Ravenloft. Ravenloft was that big pre-made dungeon series for D&D. Fantastic, fantastic vampire dungeon. We played the heck out of that one. There you go, Eric. That's right, Anne Rice. Bradley, your cars are driving off by themselves. Have you gotten down real close to them and asked them if they know Bumblebee? Or if one of them is named Kit? Or maybe Herbie the Love Bug?
Or Christine.
Or Christine. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Hey, Steve. I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Much better now than I was when the stream started. You guys always put me in a better mood. Takes my mind off my troubles. That's all I wanted was that little itty bitty thing that I missed. And yeah, I'm going to get my clock cleaned. Turning around out here in traffic, but I don't care.
That is a good point.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Somebody might have the same bandwidth. I remember one of the RC cars I had, actually 2 of the RC cars I had ran on the same bandwidth, and if I cut them both on, I could use one controller to control both of them at the same time.
Oh man, all 3 of us are rolling now. We're going to get this field done in no time.
Oh yeah.
I finished my field, so I figured I'd come help.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Peter Tutton, how are you doing, man? Good to have you back with us. Just got home from the dock. I hope everything's okay. I said this earlier, but Sparky, our man with the ever constant slew of witty Sharko comments, who generally joins us on stream, is having some health issues right now. He can't make it to the stream, but he messaged me just before, and just wish him good thoughts and prayers, everybody. He could use it. He's had a rough few months, so keep him in your thoughts and prayers, man.
If it's an issue, then it sounds like it's if it's not a band, either it's a receiver issue in the car, or it's what's the remote issue?
Yeah, Betty White and Bob Saget. Anne Rice was a while ago, maybe last year sometime. Uh, that is no lie. It really does. You so focused on the map there, Harv. Steve changed 4 tires on an old John Deere tractor the other day.
Oh wow.
I'll bet that wasn't cheap.
I bet it wasn't cheap.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Bradley, just because they don't have the same model doesn't mean they could. Doesn't mean they're not on the same band.
That's true.
Because the two that I had that would run off the same controller, one of them was a Walmart special. I think I got it for like $5-10. The other one was a gas powered like $300, $400 one. And they both ran off the remote that I had for the $300 or $400 one.
Harv was smacked by a car.
I saw that. But the Walmart remote wouldn't run the gas powered one. So
And it must be a receiver lock. It's the only thing I can think of.
Well, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, yeah.
I
Yeah.
personally think the cars just have minds of their own. They're like, we don't want to be.
The self-driving, they're self-driving cars. Like, I'm out of here. Bye.
Did you guys never see Toy Story? Come on.
That's true.
Oh God, yeah.
It's like, I'm not stopping. This is interesting, Cape, man. The spacing that you left between mine is the exact same spacing for my GPS.
Vincent Price was a good everything.
Ain't it neat how I knew that?
Is.
Changed 4 tires. He bought 12. You got 3 more tractors to work on. Holy cow.
Tractor tires are
wow.
not light tractors.
Martin Salinas, how you doing, man? Oh, what's the good word, bud? Haven't seen you in a bit. Although I know we do see you from time to time as Farming Sins.
Hey, you can put a Wi-Fi locator on them. That works.
There you go. One of those little Apple iPod thing, whatever. AirTags, that's it. There was some
There's another brand out there that makes them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. There was some actress or famous girl who left her coat on a bar stool because, you know, a famous person's not going to attract attention by leaving their coat on a bar stool or anything. Somebody put one of those tags in her coat and creeped her out because she was following around.
Well, no, if there's an you can get this too for Android. If there's an AirTag near you, it'll let you know that there's been one following you if it's not yours.
I think that's how she found out.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you, bud. Working and farming when possible. Yeah, story of my life. Story
I'm coming down
of
that
my
last
life.
pass, Sharko.
Yeah, I see that.
Woohoo. Well, good. We can advance to tomorrow, right?
Yep.
As far as I know, after this pass.
Let me check our prices real quick. Silage jumped up to 522. It's on the rise
Why
at
does it
some
keep going
point.
up? It's supposed to be going down.
Oats are actually doing okay right now too. 1736.
Don't complain. Don't
Yeah.
complain.
Why do you want it to go down?
No, I'm saying the thing is pointing down. So you'd think it'd be going down.
I didn't get a chance to look at the straw price though.
That makes 100% like. That makes sense. The
Wow,
remote
that's actually
control
pretty good.
monster truck from the Transformers movies. That's what the problem is.
See, now you're talking caveman's language there, Steve. Caveman loves him some tires.
There's other brands in the game other than Michelin's.
I
Yeah,
mean, we did get.
I think he means American brands.
That's
Well,
fair.
I mean, we did get Continental. I'd honestly like to see what is it, American Force or NATO's
Here we go.
Goodyear.
Yeah, where's Goodyear in the mix? Seriously.
Yeah. Goodyear is massive for tires.
I mean, between Michelin and Goodyear, what other tire manufacturer? If you didn't play Farm Sim, what other tire manufacturer would you know just as a regular person? Goodyear and Michelin. That's it.
I do know one, but for some reason I'm blanking. So.
The animal dealer better have a lot of animals over there, because when we deliver our bloody silage to him, he's going to have a conniption.
Oh my god. He's just gonna have a massive pile. Like just driving, you're just gonna have to like drive like forklifts up on top of the already bales and
That's
loading
one
them.
harvest there.
He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
he's gonna have a heart stroke.
He's not gonna need silage ever again.
Too cool. How you doing, man? Good to have you back with us.
Hey, too cool.
Hello.
He must have just started his run.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Goodrich. I forgot about Goodrich.
Goodrich, that's the one I was thinking, yeah.
Bridgestone. That's a good one too. Too cool.
Yep, Bridgestone, Firestone.
Firestone.
Never heard of Firestone.
All right. We ready to advance?
Yep.
Not just yet. Because Sharku doesn't know how to
Oh.
put my trailer back where it goes.
I parked the other way just for them. At least it wasn't in the middle of like your field or something.
Okay, you're good.
Bradley doesn't work and play well with drones. Apparently they fly off and he never sees them again. It sounds like your drones have been communicating with your RC cars there, Bradley.
May want to buy one of those ones that come back if they lose signal.
Oh man, that's a good point too. Dunlop.
Those ones I don't think are
Dunlop
cheap,
is a
they're
great
pretty
American
expensive.
tire brand.
Oh yeah.
Especially
I
if
honestly gotta say that's one I don't really know about.
you don't know Dunlop.
Nope, that's one I haven't heard of before. Hey, Harge, you ready to cut some more grass?
You got to be kidding me.
Is it ready?
Field 41 and 42 are ready to be harvested.
Yeah, but shouldn't you just wait until November and get a full double harvest off of them and then put them in
That is
for
true,
winter
yeah.
time?
Yeah, that's probably true. And then, yeah. Wait. If I do that, will I be able to harvest again in March?
I don't think so, no. But you can plant in March though, can't you? Yeah.
I mean, you're planting in March, right? Or you were going to plant in April.
I can either plant in March or April. It doesn't matter.
And I would do your double harvest next month and then plant in April. Or in March, I mean.
Okay.
Because then you've got the winter months to prep your fields. And you're
Yeah,
not in any
that's
big
true.
hurry.
'Cause you can prep your fields in the winter.
Oh, the longest part of what I'm going to be doing is the planting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You may need the 2 days.
These guys are all over it. Look at this. Cooper tire. Yep, that's a good one.
Yep. Cooper, yeah.
See, that's what I get for saying. Well, the problem we're running into right now, guys, is that we got no work to do. Except there's a nice fertilizer contract that I'm stealing right now. It's mine. All mine.
How dare you? I want to take the baling. Because that works.
You're going to do more baling.
No.
Come on, Charco. Go for the bale. Oh, man. I don't know if it's the bales or just me getting laggy here, but...
No, I had a leg spike there too. That might have been an autosave.
Well,
Might
guys,
take a
it
while
kind
because
of looks like we're out of work to do.
Kind of looks that way.
Yeah.
Where is field 10 anyway? Way up north. Far side of the map. Of course it is.
Hey, sober.
Hey, Sober,
Hey,
you made it
Sober.
just in time. Barely in the nick of time. Ah, we're doing good. Real good. I do like this tractor, though. Although I will say I'm glad there are no liming contracts.
Yeah, there isn't. That used to be a thing.
It did?
And I think in 19 you could do liming contracts.
I don't remember any liming contracts.
I've seen a liming contract on some mod maps. I don't think I ever saw it on a base game map.
Okay, that might have been it then.
I think it was, like some contract maps, if you had seasons installed, had plowing contract or snow plowing contracts.
Yeah.
I think it was something along that line, customly added in.
Right. I'd have to say that. All right, iPlay, you take care, and we will see you next time. Appreciate you hanging out with us.
Why is my Landini inside my trailer?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Why would you put your Landini in your trailer?
I didn't.
Shouldn't it go on your trailer, not in your trailer?
No, it's in the trailer.
Wait a minute, you got an enclosed trailer, that's right.
Yeah.
Why would you put it in your trailer?
Paul,
It's
nothing
in
like
there.
farming and watching Looney Tunes.
Just on the map, my Landini was right beside my trailer, and I went to it. It's sitting inside the trailer.
Well, guys, like I said, unfortunately, we've really kind of run out of stuff to do for this stream, so I think we're gonna call it just a smidge early. We're almost to the 2-hour mark, just not quite there. Sharko, Caveman, you have any final parting thoughts or words?
Enjoy.
See you Sunday. You don't want to miss Sunday's stream.
That's right, Sunday. We're gonna have our first guest. Our first raffle winner with us on Sunday, Farmer Bradley Powell, was one of our winners, and he's going to be joining us on stream to help out. We really had a good time tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. As always, we very much appreciate you coming along for the ride. And until next time, y'all take care.